Hey everyone, it's Angie. Welcome to the Spoil Yourself class. I'm so excited that you could join me for tonight, or if you're joining for the replay, thank you for coming and watching. As women, we hear all the time to put on our own oxygen mask before we can help others, right? But I think a lot of times, some of us don't know how to do that, myself included. We don't know what it means to look like to take a break and take care of ourselves and listen to ourselves. Where our culture is such a go, 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 that even when we have a moment to stop, we're not even really sure what to do with it. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what it means to take time for yourself, and then also how we can use our essential oils to support us in that way as well. So we're going to talk about some things like pamper ourselves, but we're also going to talk about some more practical ways to use oils to just kind of balance our bodies out. And then also non-oil related things, okay? So I just want to share some real concrete ideas for you to use and implement in your day. So I have my notes at the side, so if you see me looking over there, it's so I don't forget to tell you anything. So anyways, grab a notebook and pen. I have a lot of information to cover, and I'm gonna try to cover it in the quickest time possible because I know it may be late where you are, and I just wanna get you this info. But I think it will be useful to you because these are true, actual things that I do that make a difference in my day. So like I said, I'm not only going to be talking about oils, but when I do, you guys, this is so important. I'm only talking about Young Living essential oils. And some of you may already be familiar with those, but if you're not, quality of oils is so important, and it is not regulated. So there's so many cheap oils in the marketplace right now, but if you want actual benefits from oils, you have to use real oils, okay? In order for them to be effective, they have to be real. So let me give you a little bit of an example. First of all, Young Living has what they call their seed to seal process, and this ensures that we have real oils, but not only are they grown without pesticides, a lot of times their harvesting methods, their growing methods, their fertilization methods, everything is literally beyond organic, okay? So it's really neat. I've actually been to their farm in Ecuador and have seen firsthand how this all works, but not only are their oils so pure, but just as important as that, they contain the constituents in them to actually make them effective. And I think a lot of people miss this, okay? So here's an example. So I'm gonna read this because I'm not gonna know this off the top of my head. But for instance, Young Living Cypress, it takes 24 hours for cypress to be distilled to release its 280 chemical constituents. The chemical constituents are what gives cypress its power, okay? It takes 24 hours to distill that. If you distill it only 20 hours, so if you distill it 4 hours less than the optimum time, you only get 20 constituents. So we're talking about 280 powerful properties versus 20 powerful properties, just depending upon how long it's distilled. This is such a big deal, right? If you distill it for 26 hours, only 2 hours more, you get 0 constituents. So you can find oils on the market, and they may even actually be organic oils, but if they don't have the actual constituents in them that give them their therapeutic properties, they're not gonna work because they're not gonna have those powerful properties in them. So bottom line is make sure that you are using the real deal. Otherwise, you're literally just wasting your money. So that's why I'll be talking about Young Living oils, because these are the real deal, okay? So I just wanna put that in the front of the class. Any oil I'm talking about are these. So back to class. So when it comes to taking care of ourselves, actually listening to our own intuition and what we need is one of the best things that we can do. And you guys, I know we've gotten so far away from this in this culture where we're just going, serving, doing. We feel responsible for all these things. We don't actually stop and listen to what we need. We're used to ignoring what we need actually in order to keep everything in order. We're trying to keep our families in order, our houses in order, our jobs in order, all of our responsibilities. But if we listened, we could probably hear our body telling us to stop and slow down, okay? Or at least just pause for a minute. But we don't even hear it because we're always on the go and we're always in push mode. Or we don't do anything constructive. When we finally do slow down, we don't even know what to do because we've gotten so worn out, we're just exhausted. I'm telling you this because I've been in these seasons before, and any of the oil and pampering stuff I share with you is not going to be nearly as effective if you're just constantly in push mode, okay? So it's really important for you to listen to your own just intuition, your own energy, your own body, and pay attention to what it's telling you. You guys, any symptom that we have in our body, even if it's just we're tired or we're like barky with people, what's the word? Snapping at people. Any of those things, those are all signs that our body's giving us. And we have to listen to it. And so many times we're so used to pushing it away and ignoring it. So I've had, like I said, I've had my own journey of learning how to be better in this area, have more balance in this area. And honestly, simply by recognizing that like we're not machines, that our energy, our attitudes, our strengths, they can fluctuate from day to day. They can fluctuate from hour to hour. And so it's really important to give ourselves grace, and doing that can make things feel so much easier. So taking time to truly spoil ourselves is really a necessity, all right? So this class is called Spoil Yourself. It's a necessity. It's not just a luxury. If we want to be our best selves, we have to take time for ourselves and do the things that bring us joy, that bring us pleasure, right? So, and that in turn is the best way that we can show up for other people too. You know, we're so busy taking care of our families and all of these things, but we can't even show up well for them if we're not taking care of ourselves. So my first tip, and this is a non-oily tip, but something that's helped me tremendously, is to structure your day around your energy and your motivation. You know how your energy and your motivation ebb and flow throughout the day. So like for instance, for me in the morning, that's when I'm most focused. I'm the least distracted. I'm the most focused. So I try to plan my most like mentally challenging stuff, or the stuff that I don't really want to do. I try to plan that first thing in the morning. And then errands and things that don't take a ton of mental energy, I can save those till later in the day. Just making this shift has made things feel so much easier for me. It's not so taxing on me, right? I'm putting those things that use my energy, I'm putting them in the time of day where I have the most energy, okay? And it just makes you feel so much better. So take some time identifying the times of day that feel tough to you. So maybe where your frustration peaks during the day, or maybe you get really tired. Then write down some of the things that you can switch up at that time of day. I was finding that I was trying to do these really mentally challenging things in the afternoon, and I am spent by the afternoon. I mean, by that time, I've had a long day. And so why am I expecting myself to do all these hard things at the very time of day when I literally need to take a nap, you know? So take some time, just even if it's taking an hour and reevaluating your schedule and how you do things and when you do things, it makes so much difference. So, yes, so I realized this afternoon is when I need a break. And so what I did, instead of trying to push all these activities in, I decided I have to not do something productive. That's my day. I give myself a command of you cannot do anything productive this time of day. You can turn on a show that you like, you can read a book that you like, you can make some hot tea, you can, whatever, but you're not gonna do anything productive. You're not gonna start getting dinner ready. You're not gonna start answering those last emails or reaching out to the people who are still waiting on a response for you. You're taking a break and doing nothing productive. You guys, this has been so restorative for me. So that tip might help you too. Another thing, like I said, having something to look forward to, as simple as that sounds, how much do we do that? Do we incorporate that into our everyday? Truly having something to look forward to. For instance, I found this little series on Netflix that I was I love this series. I had read the book and I was I saw that it was a show on Netflix, and it literally made my day, and it was something for me to look forward to, and it actually made me more productive in the beginning of my day, and I wasn't stressed out. And then when my family got home, I wasn't snappy and they weren't getting my leftovers. So think of these regular everyday ways that you can spoil yourself, that you can take care of yourself. It's not selfish. This is how you fill your cup up, okay? So we're usually, like I said, used to being busy and going all day long, that we don't know what to do with our extra time. So if you guys have ideas, I would love for you to share them in the comments. Just some of the things that you love to do, because honestly, when I first started doing this, I was what do I like to do? I don't even know what I like to do when I have extra time. So if you guys want to share some of the things in in the comments here on this video that you love to do. It might help somebody else get an idea of some things that they can do when they want to just chill out or relax. All right. We can all help each other in this way. I'm always looking for new, like little hobby-ish ideas or just fun things to do. So obviously, using essential oils is a fantastic way to spoil yourself, to like make it feel like, oh, this is what I want to say, you guys. This is the craziest thing. When I had gotten this kit a long time ago and it had oils, it had like 120 oils in it. And I remember looking at these oils thinking, these oils are from all over the world. Like, what a luxury it is to be able to open this bottle and smell this and think like, these are the plants from around the world. Like, to be honest, like, it's a little bit mind-blowing, you know? And we have it at our fingertips every day if we would just like sit and take a minute and be mindful about that, okay? So some of my favorite ways to use oils are making special rollers for myself. And when I just need to pick me up during the day, I pull it out. So I'll be talking about that. Here's some of my favorite rollers. Picking out a favorite oil and wearing it every day. I treat myself to my diffuser every single day. You know, I know at the beginning when I first started my oil journey, I was like, oh, I don't want to waste this oil. Oh, I don't want to use this. And it's like, no, this is one of the ways that I get to pamper myself every day. I treat myself to something yummy in the diffuser every day. Or if you have diffuser jewelry, those are like some of the ways to use them. So I'm going to go through some of this. So like I said, these oils are a huge gift. They're a luxury, and we get to experience these gorgeous essences from around the world. I just think that's so cool. And really, if you just close your eyes and like picture it, I know some of you have been to the farms. If you haven't, like picture yourself standing on a farm and thinking, there was a farmer who was in charge of this oil, who had to water it and tend it and care for it, and the sun, and on the other side of the planet that, you know, grew this oil. It's just amazing to think about. So part of like me spoiling myself has just been like slowing down and just thinking about, gosh, when you breathe in these scents, and you know, we have this whole scientific thing, right, where they go into your limbic system and they truly affect your body. It's really powerful to just sit and breathe in some oils. So I'm going to share with you some of my single oils that I like to spoil myself with. Some of my very favorites are Awaken. If you guys don't have this blend, it's a mix of like, I think 5 or 6 different blends, like Hope and Forgiveness. I may have that wrong. There's like 5 or 6 of the emotional blends that Awaken is a blend of. This oil is inexpensive. It's like in the $20 range, somewhere in there. It smells awesome. I wear this as perfume a lot because I think it smells so good. So I will use this on my wrist. I will put it in my diffuser. When I get to that point in my day where I just need a break, I pull this out and smell it. Valor is another one of my all-time favorites. And Northern Lights is one of my favorites. Like, I love these oils. Bergamot is another one for me. Okay, so find your favorite oil and just use it. Just use it, especially during those times of day when you're just like, I need a break. I need to relax and zone out for a few minutes, okay? Some of the rollers that I love, so if you wanna write this little recipe down, it's really yummy. I just call this Unicorn. These roller bottles are really awesome. I got them off Etsy, and they have a glass top, and so they glide really nice. But I call this Unicorn because they have no other name for it, but here's what's in it. It's equal parts of Northern Lights Black Spruce, Lime, Valor, Palmarosa, and Grapefruit. And let me tell you, this smells amazing. I'll put this combo in the diffuser. I put it in this roller. I have it in a spray. I mean, I've got it in all the places. And so this is one of the ways. Sometimes my kids are like, Mom, are you putting that on again? And I just, yep, I am. Just sit, rub it on, roll it on. Like, truly, it's such a luxury to be able to use these. So that's one of my favorite. The Feelings roller, I know if you are in my group or something, you may have seen me talk about this, but the Feelings kit, that is a fantastic way to spoil yourself, okay, is with the Feelings kit. If you guys haven't heard about this, it's a protocol that Gary Young came up, and you use these, there's actually 6 oils. There's a 7th in his protocol, so that's why there's 7 here, but the Feelings kit itself is 6 oils, and you use them in succession every day for 30 days, and I will tell you, every single time I have done this protocol, I've done it 3 I've done 3 rounds of 30 days, like at different times. I will use these on and off all the time, but I've been very intentional about using them every day for 30 days. I've done that 3 times, and every single time I can tell a massive shift just in my energy and my thoughts and my calmness and my attitude and just how peaceful I feel. So I love this. But so the protocol is great, and this is a great way to spoil yourself. I like to save up my ER points for the Feelings Kit and get it that way, because then you can get it for free. Because I think I want to say it's around $180, I think. But you guys, you feel so good when you use it. At the same time, I really love how it smells. And so I actually, just so I could smell it more regularly, like when I'm not doing the full-on protocol, I made a roller of the Feelings oils. And I'm telling you, you guys, it's a luxury to use it. Smells so good. Again, like there'll be times I'm stressed. Just walk around, smell your oils, you guys. They go straight. What's so interesting about our sense of smell is it doesn't have to process through our rational brain, right? It goes straight into our limbic system, which is the seat of our mood and our emotions and our memories. And so that's how oils can affect our moods, because it goes straight to the center of the brain that controls that without passing through our rational thought first, like our other senses do. So just use them, just use your oils. Okay, another favorite combo, this is another favorite you may want to write down, is when you combine Joy, White Angelica, and Valor. It's another fantastic combo. So like I said, rollerballs are one of my favorite things to just keep on hand. They're easy to grab, quick to swipe. You could throw them in your purse and just like use it as a pick-me-up when you need to, okay? Another way that you can use oils to spoil yourself, and this is one of the ways I do it, is take a drink break. Not the kind of drink break you're thinking of, okay? But make yourself some warm like tea and either add, or you can of course use these cold, right? Like a lot of people like to drink lemon in their cold water, but especially in the wintertime, if it's cold, heat up some water and just add like a little bit of honey and some thieves, or some honey and lemon, or honey and grapefruit, right? We have all of these oils in Vitality, in our Vitality line, which means you can take them internally. And not only do they taste good, but there's all kinds of course, benefits that you can have, but it's another way to just take some time for yourself, like stop what you're doing, heat up a kettle. It's just the slowing down rhythm, and then incorporating the oils. It feels so luxurious, okay? Another little like kind of fun drink I like to make myself is kind of like a faux peppermint hot chocolate, okay? And so what I do is I heat up some water, and then I add some coconut milk. And I don't mean like, I mean like the 100% coconut milk. I'm not talking about like So Delicious coconut milk or like the Silk coconut milk, not like a big thing of it. Like I mean from they make them in cans, that's pure coconut milk. So I'll add some coconut milk to some warm water, and then you can heat up any kind of milk you want to. So I'm just telling you what I do. And then I add like a tablespoon of, I have raw cacao powder, but you could use cocoa powder or whatever you have on hand. And then add a little bit of honey or syrup or whatever you use to sweeten it, and a drop of peppermint, and mix it. It's like faux hot chocolate. And I'm telling you, it's like just doing these small little rituals that are good for you and make you feel good, take a break, like do something nice for yourself. It can be a game changer in your day. These are simple little things, but they can really change your day and change how you feel. So, okay, obviously, one of the things to take care of yourself is to make sure you're taking care of you. You want to make sure you're eating well and sleeping enough. And of course, we have oils for that too, right? Lavender, cedarwood, tranquil, stress away, peace and calming, frankincense. There's all kind of oils that are fantastic for sleep. If you need help figuring out what oils are for sleep, either comment below or ask the person that invited you to this class. But sleep is so important. We all know that. Oils can support you in that way. So eat well, sleep well, make sure you're drinking water, right? So, but at the same time, we also need to make sure our hormones are balanced if we're going to feel good, right? And if we are trying to take care of ourselves so we can take care of the people around us, we have to be at our best. So hormone balance is a really big thing. If you guys are stressed in any way, shape, or form, it can throw your hormones completely out of whack. And so stress is one of the first things, like keep your stress in check. To me, that's almost the hardest one. But again, we even have oils to support that, right? Stress away, peace and calming, joy, valor. There's a whole host of oils, but that's a really, keeping your stress in check can help keep your hormones in check, all right? But for hormone balance itself, I'll tell you, I love Endoflex. This is one I rub it on my thyroid every day, and this just helps me feel a lot more calm and a lot more balanced. This oil is even great for kids, like teens, preteens, kids throwing tantrums. It just really helps even out like your hormonal system. So I love EndoFlex for that. Progessence Plus is fantastic if you're a woman. I personally only use that during certain points in my cycle. I don't use it all month long because I don't need it all month long. There's certain times of the month where I'll use it and it will not make me feel good. But there's certain times of the month like, oh my gosh, that helped so much. So Progessence Plus would be one to look at if you need hormone balancing. I mean, you guys, you hear all the time about women like biting their husband's head off, and it's like their hormones are out of whack. And so that's just one of the things, like take care of yourself so you can best take care of other people, right? So Mineral Essence, I talk about the supplement all the time because it's been a game changer. When you are stressed, like I said, I think my top probably issue is stress. I've gotten so much better over the years, but your body gets really depleted in magnesium and vitamin B. Those are two other things too, but magnesium and vitamin B, your body eats through that very quickly when you're stressed. And so for me, making sure that I'm on vitamin B and taking magnesium, which for me is Mineral Essence, makes a world of difference, not only in my stress levels, but also in my cycles. Remember how I said stress messes with even your female hormones? So you can see like all of these things play together. So you have to be willing to take enough time for yourself and see like, where are you not feeling well? You know, what can you do to take better care of yourself if that is a problem, right? Of course, Ningxia is a fantastic supplement just for overall health. Multigreens are great for energy if you feel like you're lacking in that department. Super B, I already mentioned. Well, Super B is our vitamin B supplement. Master Formula if you need like a full spectrum, vitamin mineral supplement. So those things are really important to take care of yourself. I know it's not like oily pampering oils, but you guys, what's the point of pampering yourself if you feel like garbage all the time, right? We have to start there. We have to start at this baseline, get ourselves in a good place, and then we can really enjoy all the pampering that we're gonna do, right? So some of the more fun ideas, which is maybe why you came to this class in the first place, but fun ideas for oiling and just feeling like spoiling yourself. Make a face serum. There's so many recipes out there, but the oils feel so good on your skin. So like a simple face serum could be something like jojoba oil and frankincense and lavender, or any of the multitude of like skin loving oils, right? That's a simple way. And when you just, again, take a minute when you're putting that on your face in the evening and just breathe it in and be like, holy cow, this frankincense came from the resin of these trees on the other side of the world that these farmers had to grow. I don't know if you've ever seen the frankincense story, but it is amazing the way Young Living gets frankincense. Like, we get to put that on our face every night, right? Like, if that's not the definition of spoiling yourself, I don't know what is. So another great way, if you don't want to make yourself a serum, you could just add some to your moisturizer. So myrrh is a great skin oil. Like I said, frankincense, lavender, patchouli, copaiba, especially because it's so great for inflammation, and geranium. So there's so many. Just see what your favorite is. Add them to your face lotion. Add them to your body lotion. Palmarosa smells really good. And it's inexpensive. That's a good one to add to your body lotion. Lavender. We have some pampering products for you, like the Mint Satin Facial Scrub. I don't know if you guys have ever used that, but your skin feels so amazing afterwards. So it has a little bit of it's a little bit scrubby, and then it also has mint in it. So when you rinse your face, you just have like this, your skin feels so cooling, because peppermint and mint is so cooling. That's how your skin feels afterwards, just so refreshed. So that, you could make yourself a little spa, right? With your mint facial scrub, and then you can have your facial serum. Like, it's like better than a spa, but in your bathroom, right? You don't have anybody weird touching you. Is that just me? I don't know. And then we also have the Lavamint Softening Foot Scrub, another pampering product for you. And then, of course, if you guys have never used our bath bombs, they are awesome. And it's funny because I never really used to take baths. I didn't have a great tub to take a bath in at my old house, but since we moved here, we have a great tub and it's awesome. But if you don't have a great tub, you can still make shower bombs and shower steamers and you still get the benefits. So the easiest way to do that is to pour some Epsom salt like in your hands or pour it on the shower floor and just add a couple drops of oil to the top. You can create your own little spa environment. And if you don't have the bath bombs, same thing for the tub, that you can just, you know, add some Epsom salt to your, like I put them in my hands. Like I pour a pile, like a mound of them in my hand, drop whatever oils you want and put it in your tub. Guys, it's like luxury, okay? Another tip on the bath bombs, you can apply oils directly to the top of the bath bomb to just add whatever additional scents that you want to. So I hope I've given you some ideas tonight of like, the oils are amazing and they are so pampering, but you also need to be aware of the things that you can do, like in terms of working your day around when you have the most energy. I don't know if you guys have even heard of, not only do our days fluctuate, but our weeks fluctuate. So like men have a 24-hour cycle, right? Men, they're kind of like the same. They like start at the top and they reset, and then tomorrow they're the same. And the next day they're the same, right? And on some level, I think that's why men are a lot probably steadier than women. I don't know, at least my husband's much more steady than I am. But women, we have a 28-day cycle, right? So you guys can look up all this info. I am certainly not the expert on it, but it's really fascinating because our weeks kind of track with our cycles, and like 1 week we're much more creative. 1 week we kind of want to hunker down and we're more introspective and we can plan better that week. The next week, you know, there's all these different things about the weeks that go along with our cycle. So if we can work with that and kind of break this culture of push, push, push and being a machine and thinking that every day needs to be the same and I should be able to put in all the same effort at 10 a.m. that I do at 5 p.m., right? Like we have to be realistic about just how we feel and our energy and use our intuition. And then we can enjoy all of these like pampering things, right? So like I said, make yourself some blends, put them in your moisturizer, put them in your tub, use them on your feet. Like you can truly create your own pampering environment. But it's also important to make sure that you are, just kind of tracking with your day and doing what makes sense for you, making sure your hormones are balanced. All of these things are important in order to put on your own oxygen mask and take care of yourself first. Like this is so hard for us women to stop and do. Like I know I've had my own struggles with that. I get it, but it's so important and life feels like so much more like, you know how they say go with the flow? It feels like so much more with the flow when you're actually taking care of yourself, okay? So if you're here and you don't yet have oils, for sure reach out to the person who invited you here because they would love to hook you up with real, actual oils. Hopefully you caught that at the beginning of this video. If you're not using real oils, they're not going to work because they literally don't have the chemical constituents in them to make them work for you. So don't waste your money on cheap oils because they're not going to work. So if you don't have them yet, reach out to the person. Right now in the month of February, we actually have a special kit called the Welcome Home Kit. It is a set of 8 different oils that are perfect for just what we're talking about. Perfect for diffusing. They're perfect for incorporating into your moisturizers and just into your pampering practices that you want to do. So that is a kit that you may want to look at. We also always have our premium starter kit, which is 12 oils and a diffuser. It's my favorite way to get started because you get the diffuser and it's just a fabulous way. But then we also have a basic kit. So if you just want to start with a couple of oils, you can get your oils at the Young Living discount just by buying a basic kit. When the basic kit's $35 and then you can add whatever you want on and you still get the Young Living discount. So get with the person who helped you, who invited you to this class, and they can help you. If you don't know who that is, reach out to me and I will help pair you with them or I can help you. But we want to help you get started because you guys, these, like the oils make life so much simpler, right? We still have to do the things we know to do, but the oils, they're like the cherry on top of everything. And they can, like I said, in a lot of ways, they can help us regulate our hormones, regulate our moods, regulate our sleep. They're so helpful. So get with that person or reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you. I know this was kind of like a lot of info, but I hope that you were able to take something valuable from this class. It will be here if you want to watch the replay or invite other people to watch the replay. But thank you guys so much for attending. I will check and see if there's any questions. For sure, leave them in the comments and I will make sure that I answer them for you. I hope you guys have a really great night and I will see you soon. Thanks for coming.